Yes.
You are of German origin, and you have
Yes.
spent many years in many different countries and cultures. The variety of races, people, traditions, and languages is actually a great richness for our world. Even in Islam, these differences are introduced as an opportunity to come to know one another in loving relations. Based on your experience, could you explain the beauty in this variety of races, languages, and cultures in our world?
Yeah. Now we come, of course, to your program, to building bridges. You know, I very much like the idea, and I want to be very supportive of it, because this is the best thing we can do at the moment. Building bridges, forming alliances in a good way, and promoting a dialogue of civilizations, so to speak. Comparing the great civilization in the world, also the minor ones, but we can't talk about all of them. I think the Islamic world has absolutely great potential. When I grew up in Germany, as you know, in Germany we have many Turkish people, immigrants, already in the second, third, now fourth generation, and they are integrated. I went to school with many Turkish friends. So for me, it was always a natural thing to have Turkish people in Germany. And we learn from each other. But as we know, there are also problems to that. Because some countries, like in particular Germany, of course, try to balance the issue of integration against assimilation. Now that's the thing to watch carefully, because integrating someone is one thing. For instance, in Germany, learning the German language and conform to German customs. But assimilation is something we should avoid. As your Prime Minister Erdogan, of course, is promoting the idea that you should integrate, but do not let yourself getting assimilated, which means you should preserve your own culture. Now, Islamic culture is beautiful. There's no doubt about this. I recently went to Iran. I know it's a different form of Islam. It's Shia Muslims, but it's beautiful and it's valuable. And it has invented so many things that we should try to preserve. All of the cultures in the world are ready to be preserved and should be preserved. How we're going to do this, you know, I have some ideas about this, but this is a basic thing. We should preserve them as good as we can.
Yeah. In some countries, there is a bad example, actually. In some Muslim countries, they oppress the people to believe in something. But this is against Islam, actually. Because in Islam, in Quran, Allah says there is no compulsion in religion. I seek refuge in Allah from a cursed Satan. That means you cannot force anybody to believe in anything. You're right. I mean, anybody believes in anything, you cannot oppress or force the people to believe in it. It will be unlawful against Islam. But the model in some Muslim countries is wrong. That is because of radicalism and extremism. We will go into that also in the following questions.
That's right, yes.
Yeah.